Guten Morgen. That's German for good morning. Well, at least I think it is. This morning I'm going on a successful trout fishing mission, I hope. Hey, you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Folks, I've come up here trout fishing this morning after a big deluge of rain yesterday. We had like 2 inches of rain, 40 millimetres of rain. Up here in the hills, I probably had a bit more. And I thought, I'll come up, the water's going to be off colour, there's going to be fresh water, and that's a good time to fish. But I've been caught off guard, and the water is absolutely putrid. It's beyond off colour. It's filthy, it's brown, it's got a clarity or a visibility of about 3 inches at best. I had a soft plastic on, but I've taken that off and I've put on... The kookaburras are interrupting me. Oh, you done? I've got on this jointed Pontoon 21 minnow. I really like this minnow. It's a Pontoon 21 tantalizer, 70 mil. So it's a bit longer, but it's jointed, it's got a rattle, it's bright silver. Everything that I need in the water that's really dirty. I haven't got a long stretch of water to fish here, but I do okay in this bit of water. Even if I just catch 1 or 2 fish, that'll be a successful morning. Right, let's grab my tantalizer and wander down to the dirty creek. And the morning hasn't been off to the most successful start. I didn't even think to bring a jumper, and I've got up here and it's 10 degrees. Although walking in here, I've had to hike a fair bit to get in here. That's warmed me up quite a bit. Both my bogs and my gumboots were left out in the rain yesterday, so I've got wet feet before I even start. Wet feet and a no jumper on a 10-degree morning, fishing in water that looks like slop. I'm still going to catch a fish. I can feel it. I wonder if I need to put on something that'll get down deep. That's only, because the water's dirty, that's only getting down a couple of inches, which is normally okay in these streams, but with the water being off colour, I wonder if I need to get something that'll just sink a bit. I might try something else. Right, because it's a bit deeper there, I've switched over to a Strike Tiger Nymph in cranberry colour. The water's actually a little bit clearer here than it is at the car. And I suspect it's because there's a creek running in just up around the corner. I mean, that must be a little bit clearer than the creek where I've got my car parked. So I've gonna Strike Tiger Nymph in cranberry colour because it looks very much like a worm colour. And I'm gonna put a bit of trout oil lure scent on there as well. Between being a worm colour and having a lure scent on it, I'm hoping that that just helps. Had I known that the water was going to be this off colour, I would have brought my Jan-Juck worms with me. Alright, let that sink. I'm just going to bob that around really slowly. You know, while this high dirty water might be a major inconvenience now, and it may very well lead me to catch no fish, it's also an absolute blessing because I fished this stretch of creek here about 2 weeks ago and the water was already down to its summer levels. I could literally step over the water here. It was low, it was clear, it was already warming up. This is just the flush that this creek needs. Gee, I'm wishing I'd brought my worms with me. There's a wallaby up there on the bank looking at me. Just standing there looking at me. There's a wallaby up there. See you later, mate. Alright, I'm changing back to the minnow. I've gone from the minnow to the soft plastic, now back to the minnow. I've only got to catch just one fish. Just one to make me really happy. But that's proving to be challenging. The wave's coming down, there's waves behind it, something's following that. I reckon I've got to follow. I'm twitching it, but nothing's happening. I reckon something might have followed that down there then for a moment. Well, the water's certainly not too warm, it's very cold. What about up there along that run? got him. Oh, done him. I hooked one right there. I actually hooked one. Didn't hit it very hard though. Really, he could come back. Got him. Got him. He did come back. In this dirty water. I've got a fish in this dirty water. On this tough year. On this cold morning. Oh, I hooked up. Man, I'm going to get a quick pic of you because you're a beauty. And then I'll send you on your way to hopefully breed up a little bit and make next year a bit better than this year. You've got to be really careful handling trout when you're using minnows. Beautiful rainbow trout. See you later, mate. Gone. Back into the murky depths. Beauty. Well, folks, in this high dirty water, I'm on the board. I tried a minnow, then I went to a plastic, then I went back to a minnow, and eventually I caught a fish. Might be the only one I catch, but that's one more than I've caught on quite a few of my other fishing adventures this season. This recent rain and this fresh water is an absolute blessing to the trout at the moment. Now that trout was caught on the Pontoon 21 Tantalizer minnow. You get them from the Master Angler website. I'll put a link in the video description below. I used to have a discount code Robbie10, but I don't know whether that still works or not, so I'll still put the link there anyway. But something worth noting is that fish hit the lure and didn't hook up, but it came back the second cast, which tells me that it saw it quite easily, even in this murky water. Oh, something followed that out then. I saw a fish follow it out. I think it was only really small. The lure might have been too big for it maybe. I was definitely escorted out of that pool there in that lure. Oh, they've got him. I was right, he's very small. Alright, deeper than I thought. It's going to wet my hand. I might get another pick just because they're a little bit few and far between at the moment. Right, little fella, on your way. Go on. See you later, mate. Well, that's good. I've got two. I would have been happy just with one, but to get a second one's a bit of a bonus. This fresh water's really got them fired up, I think. Well, folks, this was never going to be a long adventure. I've literally only got about 100-150 metres of water here that I can fish, and then it gets too overgrown. It just happens to be really good water. And to catch two trout in that short stretch of water in this murky water, well, that's a good result. Don't forget there'll be links to everything that I've used in this video in the video description below. Thank you very much for watching.